Yo, 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 welcome back to the fifth round. Myself, as always, Stephen Moustaris. And man, I wasn't even going to do a video today. This weekend, I was about to just chill since the UFC is not on and there's no big MMA fights at all this weekend. But then here I am, Sunday morning, night after the big boxing match, I should say, last night, where the two basically were good old Anderson Silva and Tito Ortiz. And then in the main event, we watched Vitor Belfort fight Evander Holyfield. And I'm sitting here now, and I'm starting to really just wonder, like, where do we draw a line? And when I say we, I'm talking about us fans. Like, we're like the promoters are just trying to get money and stuff. They get two big names, maybe four big names like last night. And they're just trying to get views, especially with TRILLER. We see with Jake Paul and Logan Paul and all these celebrity boxing fights that are coming up. And we're starting to get to a point now where it's like, where's the integrity? You know, like where's our pride when it comes to the fighting stuff? Like we love the MMA world. We love UFC because the top dogs fight. That's why boxing's been falling off forever, because they're trying to pick and choose when their top dogs fight. Because one loss in boxing, you're done completely. So, like I get it, but it's just getting to a point where it's almost getting embarrassing. Like sitting there, like, I guess I'll start off with the main event last night, which was trash. Like Vitor Belfort, I know he was supposed to fight Oscar De La Hoya. And, I mean, even that fight, I thought Vitor would have won. Just because of all the coke and everything that we see out of Oscar that everybody knows about. Like, dude's got some fucking serious issues. But it's just getting to a point where I think, like, everybody hates him. So I think we would have loved to see him get knocked out, especially us MMA fans, where we all know Dana White has the biggest grudge against Oscar De La Hoya, and we all hate De La Hoya. So it's but then clearly he backs out this last week due to COVID, and then next thing you know, good old Evander Holyfield's jumping in. And at first, I'll even be the first one to say it. Like at first, you're sitting there like, all right, dude's 58 years old. I mean, he's always been chiseled as fuck. So like, you kind of, if you're going off the eye test, like, dude, even at 58, this dude's jacked as hell and like in shape, more in shape than a 20-year-old, you know. So it was pretty just like neat to think about the fight, just in the aspect of, oh my god, it's Evander Holyfield. This is one of the best heavyweight boxers of all time. And then TRT Vitor, who everybody knows will spin kick your fucking grandma if he needs to. So it's like, it was kind of interesting, but then California doesn't even let it get sanctioned, so they move it to Florida. And then, I mean, within the first 5 seconds last night, I mean, I was kind of hoping the first jab that Evander threw was kind of a joke, like, oh, it was just throwing out there. But we slowly but surely seen that was not the case. And it's getting to a point, man, one of these guys are going to get fucking hurt, dude. Like, if they would have let Vitor Belfort go hard on Evander last night, whenever he was just curling up, it would have been terrible, dude. One really bad overhand right or hook, whatever, could have put Evander in the fucking, who knows, the cuckoo's nest forever. Like, he could have brain dead. Who knows? And it's like, I don't want to take away these guys' opportunity, like 58-year-old, like whatever. Like I just said, we saw Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. just go at it a couple months ago. And that was really interesting. Like, I honestly liked that fight. That fight was pretty dope. It was cool to see older guys go at it. But we really, really, really need to stop supporting these older guys getting in fights with all the younger dudes. Like Floyd Mayweather, of course, is one thing. He's never been hit or anything. He's still young in his 40s. Like, we're not seeing him get his ass kicked yet. Never have. So it's like, I'm okay with him fighting Logan Paul, especially who's not a boxer. But like, dude, we really need to start watching what we're doing, because this shit's just not even fun anymore. Like, you're literally throwing a grandpa out there to fight TRT Vitor Belfort. Like, yeah, I know it's in boxing and Vitor's not known for boxing, but like, the dude's a fucking immaculate striker, and I just don't like him, man. I don't, and it's easy to sit here, hindsight's 2020, like, oh, okay, but what if Evander what if he would have came out looking good? You know, like that's the whole, it's the whole lead up to the fight. It's the only reason anybody watched it was because, oh, what if? But then we slowly but surely realized, and even the same with Anderson and Tito. Like, no offense to Tito, Tito's never really, like, I mean, we've seen his wars where he's gotten beat up pretty bad, but like to actually get clean knocked out, like you don't see him get knocked out like that usually. And he's been on a nice little, like, his post UFC runs honestly been kind of decent for him. He's getting wins over guys that are still up there, like beating some of his old guys, getting his win over Chuck. Like, dude's doing his thing, but like 81-second knockout, Anderson Silva, like, dude, he looked awful. I mean, I know a lot of people thought it was fake, but Anderson would literally hit him with some real ass punches and had him sleeping. So, but it's just tough, and it leaves us here now. Of course, Vitor is asking to fight Jake, and Anderson Silva wants to fight whoever. And I honestly like those two matchups. If we're gonna do a celebrity boxing thing, I would love to see the Vitor versus Jake Paul, and then Anderson Silva versus Logan, just because I think the matchups would be better. But I still think Jake probably moves away from MMA fighters. But still, dude, it's like, I don't want to sit here and watch our favorite fighters and favorite boxers and shit come back just to get their asses kicked. And like, that shit's no joke, man. We only got one brain. We got one life. And I'm not trying to sit here and sound like a boxing analyst or anything, because I'm not. But it's just like, us as fans, and even myself, I'm the first one to say, like, we need to do a better job of who we're supporting and how we're doing this. Like, luckily I didn't pay for this shit last night, but I definitely gave it views, and I'm sitting here talking about it. So, I don't know, it's just tough, because I really want to see the MMA world, the boxing world, any combat fight, really. I just want to see it competitive. And when we're throwing 58-year-old men out there just to get their ass beat by a TRT Vitor, like, I don't understand what the fuck we're doing. And I don't even blame Vitor. Like, I know Vitor wasn't trying to, like, kill him too much. Like, if you really watch it, like, I think Vitor could have went way harder. But, like, he's going to get his money. He was supposed to fight De La Hoya. The thing was still going, and they just probably put way too much money into it. We've seen the Trumps and whatnot. But, man, it's just getting to a point, like, I don't want to see this shit anymore. Like, I really only want to see, like, competitive boxing. And none of what I saw last night was competitive in either fight. And I know Tito's a little better off than Evander, but still, like, dude, shouldn't be in a fucking ring. Like, no offense, I think I could beat the fuck out of Tito. And I'm not even a boxer. Like, I'm a kickboxer, but still. And I know he'd probably beat my ass. He's way heavier. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like your grandma could have beat Tito last night. That's how I felt. That's how awful it looked. So, but hey, this has been the 5th round. As always, myself, Steven Moustaris. And I hope you guys have a good one.